Hey friends, how are you today? Welcome to another edition of Chalkin' with Babycakes, and today I'm going to be doing a t-shirt. One single t-shirt. And I've got a confession to make. So I had 4 t-shirts. Actually, I had 5 t-shirts. This is the 5th one. And I had pre-recorded doing the other 4. And somehow, in the midst of me trying to transfer the videos, the pre-records, from my iPad here that I have, which I'm still not an iPad, Apple, iPhone fan right now, especially not right now, but in the midst of transmitting them from the iPad to my laptop, apparently I deleted them. So, and these were pre-records that I'm doing that I can post out. So in the event that I get too busy, because, you know, life does happen, I still can create something with you guys. So I pre-recorded these 2 videos doing 2 shirts on each of them. And what happens? I delete them. Crazy. I know. But they are all along the same theme in the sense that these are all shirts for the guys. So, you know, I do a lot of things for the women. And that's because most of you who follow me are girls, right? You're ladies. You like the home decor stuff. You like the DIY stuff. That's your jam. And I appreciate that. But I really don't do much for the guys, do I? So I had these shirts. I have 2 large shirts and 3 extra large shirts. And I decided that I was going to go ahead and make something for the gentlemen. These can be perfect for your, for Father's Day, for birthdays. Give me 1 second. Obviously, I unplugged my heat gun, so I can't dry that. And why do I want to dry it? Well, I will tell you why I want to dry it. Because I'm going to flip it over and do something on the back of it. All right. So, you can use the ink. Trying not to make too much of a mess here. You can use the ink just like you use the pastes with the stencil. And the ink will be permanent. So as soon as I heat set this, and not with the heat gun, as soon as I do heat set this, it will be permanent. It can go through the wash machine and it'll be just fine. Why I'm doing this right now is when I flip this over to do the back side, I don't want to get any ink smudging, if you will. Now, ink is a little bit more forgiving than the paste in some ways, but in other ways, it's really not forgiving. So in the ways it's more forgiving is that if you are doing multiple colors on one stencil, make sure that's still going. If you're doing multiple colors on one stencil, you know how when I'm pasting, I do the paste and peel method. So I'll paste a color, I'll paste a portion of it, and then I'll peel it up and gently lay it back down with like one of the stir sticks underneath it as a lifter. And then I'll paste another color and then I'll lift it. And I just keep doing that, right? Well, with the ink, you don't really have to do that because the ink dries rather quickly. So, or I'm sorry, the ink dries slower. So you have more time to dry the ink up, to do your inking, and without the ink drying and pulling the ink up when you remove the stencil. Sorry guys, I got a little distracted. I was trying to, you know me, when I start concentrating, I get distracted and then I stop talking and then I get distracted. So it happens. So after I'm done inking this one, I'm going to show you the other 4 that I did do, and they are for sale. They are $10 each. Like I said, I have 2 larges and 2 extra larges. Now this one probably won't be for sale because after my husband saw the other 4 that I did, he really liked them. Actually, he really liked the fishing one the best, which actually really turned out pretty cool. So you might want to snag that one before he takes it out of my store. And they'll be up on my website, and I'll have links down there. But I decided I'd make this one for him since he liked my shirts so much. And I don't know why. For some odd reason, there we go, that's better. I've been trying to get, for some odd reason, the light keeps going back to where it's really bright. And again, I'm not a huge knower of things when it comes to the iPad and that type of stuff. So I really don't know how to set that stuff. And this is just going to be a real quick project, guys. This is how easy this stuff is. So you can use the ink on all kinds of different surfaces. I do it on the tea towels, the flour sack towels. You can do it on mugs, and you can heat set those. Now to heat set it, if you're doing fabric, there's a couple different ways you can heat set it. You can take and iron it on both sides for 4 minutes on each side, which takes a lot of time. And when I first started, I did iron it for 4 minutes on each side. Actually, I had Eric sit there and iron it for 4 minutes on each side for me while I was creating more things. Or you can get a heat press, which is what I do now. I do have a heat press, and it makes it go so much quicker. You just let your ink dry really good before you put it underneath your heat press, and you put 2 pieces of parchment paper on, one on each side of it, just to make sure nothing gets stuck and everything stays the way it's supposed to be. And bam, you go to town with that. Now, if you are doing mugs and stuff like that, I actually heat set them in my oven. Now, I do have the attachments for my heat press to do them with my heat press, but I found it easier, especially if I want to do bulk ones. I just do a bunch of the ceramic mugs, and then I will put them all in the oven at the same time to heat set them, and bam, they get all done at the same time. And how wonderful and quick and fast is that? Now, I hope I got that even. Now, like I was saying, the ink is a little bit more forgiving in the sense that it doesn't dry as quickly, but if you do make a mess and you get it where it's not supposed to be, you can't always get it up. So I'm hoping that's what I'm doing right here. I got a little dabble of it outside the lines, and because it's not dry, it's actually coming up for me. So what do you think about this guy? Now I do have underneath here this t-shirt form. You can use whatever you need to underneath whatever it is you're inking. You do want to have something underneath it because you do want to make sure that the ink does not, it doesn't bleed through to the other side, because it will, especially if you're doing a t-shirt. You want to put the ink, you want to put something underneath it to make sure it doesn't bleed through. And then you'll want to let it dry before you heat set it. And I just kind of messed that up a little bit, but it doesn't look too bad. So hopefully, how I have this going, hanging up, which I know you guys can't see it, so I'm going to stop now while I'm ahead. So I want to show you the other 4 that I did, and these ones look really cool, and then we'll be done. And like I said, I will drop the links below so you can see them. Ooh, there we go. I'll drop the links below so you can order them from the website, because they're always available on the website. So you've got this black one. This one is a large. You got the black with the Ride to Live on the one side, and on the other side, the Born to Ride. So this is a large. And then we have a white one, and this one is one of the extra large. These are $10 each. Same thing, you have the skull and crossbones. Well, not really crossbones, those are the wrenches. And then this is an extra large, $10. And then on the other side, Born to Ride. And this is in black, or not black, this is in a dark blue color. And then we have this blue shirt, which is an extra large. Yep, this one's an extra large, and this is the Fishing Club one. So you have Fishing Club up here on the front, and then on the back side, Gone Fishing, be back when I feel like it. And then the last but not least, for the dads out there, this is a large, it's black. The Best Dad, #1. So these are the 4 t-shirts, because the one that I made today for you guys to show you how to do it will actually be for my husband, because he wants one. And, you know, you got to do things to keep your husband happy, right? So that's going to be for him. But those ones will be up on my website. So make sure you go out there and check it out. I will drop the links below. And if you have any questions, if you're ever interested in chalking, in inking, or anything like that, just shoot me a message. I would be more than happy to chat with you about it and get you started. All right, guys. You see, I got my hand. This is my little clicker, because if I pull you up, you're not going to be able to see me anyways. All right, guys, enjoy the rest of your day, and I will chalk with you later. Bye-bye, guys.